I don't want to say traditional because it sounds elitist, and I don't want to put any elite. There are no elite players. There are no, like, everyone is a Tekken player. Everyone should love the game. Hello YouTube and welcome. This is my first tier list ever, and it's gonna be a bit of a different one from the one that you see usually around. I don't take the freedom to say I'm a good Tekken player or anything like that, or I'm not even close to have the knowledge to understand every single frame in the game. But, having been playing this game for a long time, I think there is one specific tier list that I can do, and I can understand as well more than the stronger players that are out there. And I'm talking about the most annoying characters. As we all know, Tekken is a legacy game, and the move lists in these games are just insane. I was going through Brian once, like the other day, and I think is over 100 moves, and he's one with a smaller move list. So I said, why don't do a tier list where we talk about which are the most annoying characters to deal with, and the one that basically brings you under knowledge check the most. And I think it would be quite interesting. And I open the tier list now. So we have dealable, I understand, you are annoying, and, well, actually, I put the 3 dots because I couldn't find the name, but this is definitely the name for it. This is definitely the name for it. Now, let's start. First up is Claudio, my connational Claudio, the Italian character. He is definitely one of the most honest characters there is in this game. I would say he's dealable. He doesn't have many crazy things. He's not very string heavy as well. His strings, they don't go over 3 hits usually, and all his high attacks are very readable as well. What a Claudio player usually ends up doing is either mixing his running 2 with his running knee. As the running 2 is duckable, the knee obviously is a mid. But apart from that, the strings that are clearly high, they're visibly high, and again, he's not gonna just start to throw weird strings at you. I think, at least for me, is very dealable, is very easy to understand. Now, Zafina, you definitely go up here, and in Tekken 8, in Tekken 7, you would have been happier. Zafina, you are annoying because you are a string heavy character full of stances, and I'm pretty sure your move list is one of the long ones. Like, I don't put you in Tekken 8 just because you are not so crazy in hit, and as well because you don't find many Zafina online. So I will say you are annoying. Paul Phoenix. I understand. He has very good mix-ups. He has his Demo Man, his hit smash is now a low as well, which is good, and he has a perfect throw game, but at the end of the day, he still rests a very honest character. But still having that Demo Man when he comes close to you over there ready and he's down for 2 is like, yeah, you always have this threat of he might just smash me to the wall. But at the same time, it's very risky. If you block it, it just dies. Raven, you're annoying. I don't know how many strings you are. I don't know how many different clones you can spawn. But at the end of the day, when you fight a Raven player, eventually it's gonna do a low. And usually Raven's lows are launch punishable. But you find in the situation when he gets in it that he's just gonna rush into you with no stop. And you will just wait until you get your opening. Victor. Oh, Victor. You're definitely very annoying to deal with your string. In it, you're definitely Tekken 8, but compared to the others, I would put you here. And actually, Raven, you go here. So Victor, he knowledge checks you a lot. But he's as well because he was a new character. So we were still all learning the matchup. He finds in the situation where you just flip a coin. He puts in the situation to flip a coin a lot. Flip a coin. But at the end of the day, once you understand that he is very linear, and once you understand what your opponent is gonna throw at you. If you wanna go for a low, if you're gonna go for a high, more or less you can get around it. And as well, like his what's it called, extraction, which is safe when he's in heat. It's very easy to sidewalk, and is super risky when he's not in it. So I would put him there. Reina, you are the first one that I would like to put in Tekken 8. You are in between for now. Reina's strings are insane. There are so many stances. She's always moving into stance and everything. But once you understand that usually a stance, when she enters in a stance after you block the move, she's not 100% safe, you can move around it. And what the players love to do the most is forward 2, I think it is, into the high kick, and they always get launched, and once you launch them once with that, they're just gonna be basically doing the mid over and over again. And Hell's Whip is not insanely good, so yeah, you can go there, you're fine. Azucena. So now, everyone would say that Azucena will go here. And before the nerf on the Running 3-2, I will say yes, she will be here. I'll put you here for now. For some reasons, I think she's more annoying than Reina. From other reason, I think she's less annoying than Reina. Because her Running 3-2 is, I don't want to say is useless, but is far from being as useful as it was, and from tomorrow it's gonna be completely gone. But she has way better lows. But a lot of her strings finish with highs. So I would say she is at the same level as Reina, as annoying. You just have to remember you want to be patient and wait for the right opportunity with her. I mean, I'm a Brian player, so I'm gonna say it. You have to be patient and wait for the right moment with basically every character, because I'm the slowest character in the game. Yeah, I don't think she's the most annoying one, but probably to keep it equally spread, you're gonna go here. Shaheen, you are probably gonna be with low, which is actually the next one, the first one over here. Shaheen main mix-up is slide. Shaheen slides is very annoying. Apart from that, I don't see him having many things that are gonna be knowledge checking you that much. So I honestly think Shaheen, it doesn't knowledge check you as much as it's not that string heavy, it's stance heavy. Yeah, he has some stances and everything, but what people is gonna end up to do when they play Shaheen is mainly just try to slide as many times as they can, and eventually you're gonna low parry or anyway block and launch them. So I think him is kind of understandable. Low. Low. Well, you a bit better. I know you're a bit better than the others. I'm gonna put low as I understand, because I think low is an understandable character when you play. He's not gonna knowledge check you that much. He's a lot of highs. What is very annoying of him is someone might say is Dragon Tail on maybe like lower grades, but you will easily learn how to react on that. Apart from that, he has a slide 50-50 is very annoying. I think it's more annoying than Shane's because he can get into the slide from DSS. You can do DSS in down forward, so it gets directly into the slide stance. That's very annoying. But apart from that, his Dragon Tail is not that crazy. As well, his Junkyard that can end up in Dragon Tail is not that crazy. He's down for 3, which is his 2 kicks, which is a natural combo. I think is a low high. That's annoying because it's very fast, but at the same time it's super risky. And apart from that, what else does he have? Sidestep 3 is not that crazy. He's understandable. He is definitely at the top tier of understandable, but I would say he's understandable. Leroy, honestly, you're dealable. Low high into low mid, but it's nothing crazy. Is very dealable, it's very understandable. Now, Leo, I just don't like you. You are annoying. You're annoying because your stances are a lot. You just when you keeps when you start rolling, you just don't stop, and just I don't know which moves are you doing. I think a lot of people is gonna think like the same. The bears. Now I'm gonna move these bears together. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna place them together. How frustrating is fighting against the bear? Is with the bears is a different experience every time. Every player that plays the bears is different. There is who plays them way more honest, and there is who plays way more trickster style. I'd say that the bears are okay after you play them a couple of times. Like, once you understand what the bears do to you, it's gonna be less annoying than someone like those two, for instance. They have their their new lows that you can charge that does half life of damage. No, but that not half life, but I think it does more than 30% if it's fully charged. It gets a bit of time to get around it, but I will put you here because as well, like yes, they have their wake up options, they have their rolling, they have a lot of bullshit going around. But at the same time, as long as you're like certain distance, you're fine. While against these guys, it doesn't matter how distant you are, they're gonna catch you eventually. Azuka, you're honest. I mean, you don't have much dishonesty. Yes, you have a couple of things, but you just need to understand when to duck, and you're fine. Lee. Now, Lee for me, he has a slide and he has mix-ups, so it's like he should probably go over here. But I think he's here. Like, his slide is annoying, yes, but like he has probably the most clear high moves that there are in the game. If someone does a string they handle in a high on Lee and you've never seen it, you block it first. You see it and you know, okay, that's a high, I can duck it. Like, you can learn the matchup and you can learn his moves very quickly as the more experience you do playing with him. You don't need to lab in to understand. It's not like this dude Power Crush that is 443, I believe, that looks like a mid but is a high, or him as well as one kick that is a Power Crush is a high but it looks like a mid. You need to read it actually somewhere, that someone needs to, you have to discover the information by mistake, because you will never think, oh, that's a mid, that's a high. But apart from that, I think he is kind of honest. And then, like, the thing why Lee is more honest as well is not related to the character itself, because you can play it very dishonest, but the players that play Lee, they are very high execution players. They're very, I don't want to say traditional because it sounds elitist, and I don't want to put any elite. There are no elite players. There are no, like, everyone is a Tekken player. Everyone should love the game. Everyone can love the game in some same way. Doesn't matter about, doesn't depend on the grade. But Lee players are usually more dedicated and more high execution, and therefore they're not gonna knowledge check you. They're gonna play based on fundamentals, and they're gonna outplay your Tekken usually. So it's very hard to find someone that plays Lee dishonestly. So I would say in general, Lee is never gonna knowledge check you that much. It's never gonna be frustrating. It's like, I don't know what to do now. What is this bullshit? Xiaoyu! I don't even know where to start. It's just mix up after mix up after mix up. Guys, for your life. Continuously. Jin, and this is a great topic. Jin, go back there. So, I would say, based on the character itself, it will be here. Okay, he will be Willy. He will be above Lee. Just, no, underneath. Above Lee. Okay? Because as well, he has a couple of lows that are very annoying, but his hand sweep is a bit slower. Someone would say it's reactable. I'm talking to humans now, it's not reactable, but it is slower. It's down to, at the end of the day, is reactable. I'm noticing I'm reacting on that like not half of the times, but I would say though that the real difference between those two, and that's why I think at the end of the day is gonna go here, it goes back to who plays the characters. So Jhin is a way more popular character, and half the people that plays Jhin is a very classic, dedicated, traditional Tekken player that is gonna base his gameplay on punishing, spacing, neutral, and all this kind of thing. But the other half is a bit more based on shenanigans. And this character can help you a lot if you want to base it on shenanigans, because he has a lot of tools to pull out in his toolbox. And I see someone that is like orange, red rank, that doesn't have much knowledge, because orange and red rank, you don't need much knowledge to get there, that is gonna get very frustrated because he doesn't know what to do. He just doesn't know what to do. When he gets the ball rolling, this guy is just a bulldozer and just steamrolls everyone. So I think it's more frustrating to play than Lowen Shaheen as well. Potentially he is. He potentially is. In my opinion. Kazuya, you are here. You are understandable. Your gameplay is based on a 50-50, but understand, just stay grounded, wait. You get a steel pedal, yeah, it's not nice, but you get a steel pedal. Then you wake up, you are in neutral, and now you can play. So there are ways around Kazuya. He's not gonna just steamroll you and just pressure you and putting you in a situation that you don't know what to do. If he does that, it's because you're just tech rolling every single time he knocks you down, and you don't wanna do that against Kazuya. Absolutely, don't do that. Be patient and sidestep left. So I'll put you here, just because anyway your lows, your 50-50 is insane. And I think Dealable is someone that needs to be someone that really doesn't have that good, super good 50-50. Nina, I think I'm gonna put you here. As soon as she's gonna start to do her down for one into sidestep, into whatever sequence of shit tons of punches she does, she is insane. Her pressure is so annoying. But the more I think about it, the more I would put you here. She is very strong. She has a mid power crush. Oh no, that checks you though. No, actually. And then I'm looking at the others. It's like, no, actually. I will put you here. The she takes you out of pressure and she keeps you out of breath, yes. But it's not the same that these guys. Because I feel her moves are way more readable than all of those guys. Than all of those, yeah. I feel it that way. Hwoarang? So, with Hwoarang I would spend a couple of minutes. It was one of my worst nightmare of a matchup in Tekken 7. I hated him, because it was putting the kind of pressure on you get in this game, okay? And now it's still the same, but because some of those other guys are so insane in stance pressure and doing just different moves all the time, it feels alright. It feels completely alright, it feels fine. I never enjoyed playing against Hwoarang so much as in this game, because it feels so honest. So yeah, he's understandable. No, he's annoying. He's still annoying, but he's the last one of the annoying ones. While in Tekken 8, in Tekken 7, it would have been here, and this one is Lucky Chloe. But in Tekken 8, he's understandable. He's okay. He doesn't have any more the launch backlash as well, but yeah, he's gonna knowledge checks you a lot. He's gonna have steamroll on you a couple of times. But at the end of the day, he's alright. Fang goes here. He has a natural 50-50. He has a natural 50-50 on everything. He's gonna destroy your life, yes. But he's not gonna knowledge check you that much. He's not gonna just start to do random moves at you. You don't know exactly. You don't know absolutely what to do. Okay, he's gonna either launch you or not launch you. That's what he does, or just hurting you very much. But he's not gonna just start to do stuff that you cannot even understand and your brain cannot compute because it's too fast and you don't know how to react. He's not gonna do that. Feng Wei doesn't do that. He just crushes you. So no, I think it's less annoying to fight than other characters. Yoshi, by standards, he should be here because it's Yoshi. He's the trickster. There is no bigger trickster than Yoshi. You know, he breaks the rule. He has the flash. He has the spin that runs away. He heals. Technically it's very annoying, but with Yoshi, if you're getting knowledge checked, if you get him flashed a lot of the times and things like this, it's just because you are doing the mistake to just running into him. I feel as well there is less steamrolling than these guys. So I put you here. You know what? You just realize that you don't consider all the stuff that you can do when he doesn't have a sword, so definitely you get a place after Raven. Still think Victor might be more annoying if you never fought him than Yoshi. Lily, up here. Her 50-50 is just insane. She's just gonna make you guess after make you guess after make you guess, so just stay there. Alisa! How frustrating is fighting against you. So Alisa, I put her there mainly for their chainsaw, definitely. And she's very hard to deal with, especially if you try to wait and punish or take your distance and punish, because her movement is so good. She's gonna get close to you, like she wants to start her offense approaching you, and that's where she excels. And she is then all bullshit with all their different throws and weird evasion stuff that she has and tons of power crushes and everything. So she's very annoying to deal with. She is very frustrating. I will do this actually as well. I think if you are someone that is approaching the game for the first times, it's gonna be very frustrating to learn and understand how to deal with this character. Lars, you are the winner. It doesn't matter how experienced you are against this character. He's just gonna go full on Naruto on you, and I don't even know how to describe it. I'm imagining someone is in orange red ranks and he finds like a blue rank that is starting Lars now and he's going full on banana bullshit. If he doesn't crash the controller, he probably deserves a medal for self-control. It's incredible. It's just insane, and his silent entry 3 that basically is the perfect move. It just makes it even worse. One of the characters I struggled the most to that character I struggled the most to deal with, definitely. Whenever I found it against, I just hope there is not gonna be one of these guys that is gonna go relentless into stance after stance after stance. June, you are annoying, but you are not that crazy. You just need to be patient against you. But yeah, I'm noticing how anyway her playstyle and her moves are actually they come into an understanding after a while. So she's okay. She's still very annoying because of her hit smash. He's always gonna put a lot of pressure on you. It's like she is. Imagine like, you know, when you play versus in the old arcade games, and you can select the handicap on the life. Okay, you select the character, and then you have the life bar that is 100%. You can go down to 70% or go up to 130. Okay, when you play against June, it feels like she has that 130%. I honestly think actually those three, they might be more annoying when they start to do their bullshit, especially this guy in it. David Jean, you're dealable. You're not the most dealable, but you're dealable. The only thing is just be patient with his hit smash. He's just gonna get frustrated getting hit by his hit smash so many times, but he's actually okay. Apart from that, he has an L sweep, yes, but it's not as I find his L sweep stronger than him, because it keeps so much pressure, this guy. And apart his hit smash, he's actually okay to deal with it. He's not gonna put crazy frustration on you, try to make you understand what the fuck is he doing. He's gonna look that when you're gonna look his moveset, you're gonna say what the fuck is he doing, but at the end of the day, he's understandable. He's alright. Jack is super dealable. It's super clear. He has a perfect throw game, yes, but apart from that, if you're playing, if you usually get hit by Jack is because your opponent is playing better tech. King, you definitely get the second spot, or the first one actually. I'll put you the first place for a simple reason. This tier list I try to do it more for the middle level of Tekken, and you are way more annoying than him. Throws and power crashes, they're gonna just ruin your day every single time. So I'd say him is more frustrating to deal with than Lars. Steve Fox, we are dealable. Put you here. Put you here. You don't have great lows and everything, but the Leonard, when they start to set up properly the Leonard with you, when they have the guard break, it's very annoying, especially if you don't know how to deal with it, and it's not very clear that it's actually a high. It looks like a mid. It looks like a liver punch so much. So, but nonetheless, you're pretty dealable. Again, if you're losing against him, it's because you are doing mistakes and he is outplaying you. It's not because he's doing bullshit. Well, these guys are ready. Potentially. Yeah, Fang have been a bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, at least Fang, at least he moves that. With these guys, with this guy, with these 3 tiers, you can see all of those characters just start to do random shit and obliterate your life. You can really see that. Even with those, even with those potentially, but less effective. Like here, if they start to do Cuckoo Banana, is destroying. It's just obliteration. Those guys, imagine just those guys when they start steamrolling. Imagine those guys in ranked when they start to steamroll you. They just start, and they get momentum and they don't stop. What are you gonna do? What can you do? Oh, sorry. It's the +6, +7, most insane 50-50 in the game. And it's gonna change tomorrow. So we'll see how it's gonna be. But I honestly think this guy is still gonna be pretty frustrating to play against. And his perfect throw game is Guess Your Life on Ultimate Tackle is speed is just don't know. It's like he has so many lows now as well. Brian, yeah, no, so Dragunov is just insane. Brian Fury is definitely dealable. I would put him here. Brian Fury's mix-up hit you by mind games. All his mix-ups are more mind games than real mix-up and 50-50s. It's more about, okay, I did 1-2, now there could be a 1. I did some sidestep 2, now there could be a 1. I did down for 1, now there could be another, and a stop, or there is another. As it is punishable, but it's like 10 frames, so it's very hard to deal with. So what Brian player do is like try to play mind games, delay moves, and testing you, maybe doing like with the 1-2, you do 1-2 and you stop and you see what your opponent does, and then you do 1-2 again and you see what your opponent does, and then eventually at the fourth 1-2 you do 1-2 and your opponent is gonna press back straight, you're gonna block, and you know that, okay, now I can do 1-2 pose into 1 and it's counter hit launch. So that's annoying, yes, but at the same time it doesn't have a natural 50-50, it's not knowledge checking you or nothing like that. It's again you getting outplayed at Tekken in that case. Eddie, so you are definitely up here. My opinion, you are here. In middle rank, I'm pretty sure people would say that you're here, just after what happened with Jim Mashima. I feel like you are here. Because you are very similar to this guy, you just go in stance after stance after stance, and it makes it very annoying to deal with. But at the end of the day, it always ends up to ducking, understanding when to duck at the right point and heavily punish him. but at the same time, yes, you are definitely a big pain in the ass to deal with. So yeah, and something that actually I'm noticing now after that I finished this tier list is if you look from this point onward, from the bears, and actually, yeah, I would honestly do this as well now. I would honestly do this, probably this. And this is my final result. So if you notice this, you can see how, like, the dealable one are the one that you will consider the more honest characters in this game, obviously. And the higher you go, the more pressure stance bullshit things are doing. And I think this is the result of trying to have a more aggressive game. And these characters that are a bit more rushed down, a bit more pushing the aggression to the limit, they're actually more frustrating in a game that is a lot based on knowledge and knowledge checks. I think that's it. I'm pretty happy with it actually now. So that's it for the tier list. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you like it. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. Come and see me on Twitch and live on Tuesday, Wednesday and Saturday. And I'll see you next time.